These days, Jinger Duggar seems all too happy to be famous, or close enough to famous anyway. But controlling your public image as an adult differs from being a small child in a cult. Jinger became a reality star when she was only 10 years old. She didn't watch television, she had no idea what reality television was, or how much Jim Bob was raking it. This week, Jinger spoke during the Candid Conversations with Jonathan Youssef podcast. At first, when the cameras began rolling, it didn't click that she was famous or on reality TV. Of course, given the cult's beliefs and upbringing, she would have had no basis for comparison. Growing up in the public eye is tough, Jinger acknowledged. It was a challenge.
9 years old, 10 years old, and we had camera crews enter. And it was first just a documentary, and so we had a couple of people who would come like a couple months in a row. They would come and film our family.
She characterized the experience. It was a challenge that I would realize the older I got. Remember that the Duggar family did not even have a television in their home. It was not a result of poverty, instead it was their extreme fringe lifestyle dictated by the cult's beliefs. If the rest of the world is wicked and they alone are good, then they cannot expose their children to the rest of the world. At least that is ostensibly the belief behind the Duggars and their church's cultural isolation. In reality, it has a lot more to do with control. Keeping them out of real schools in favor of cult-approved education has the same motive. Fewer children will imagine a better life than their parents plan for them if they don't know what everyday lives look like. Because of all of this, Jinger and her siblings had no context for what reality stardom means.
Did you feel like your parents did a good job of protecting you from a lot of the public sphere things, especially when you were young?
Well, when I was young, I didn't have a phone. I didn't have any.
They did an excellent job.
I was just a kid, just 10. And so I think a lot of that is natural. We also just, in the setting we were in, we didn't have a TV in the home. So we didn't have a lot of...
So all you saw was the cameras, but not necessarily knowing about what was happening on the back end in terms of the people that are viewing until you were older.
We just thought our friends were coming to hang out. I mean, my parents told us it was a TV show, but we're like, what's that, you know?
It is likely that their total lack of awareness made it easier for Jim Bob to exploit his children for free labor, even when they were adults. Of course, that was always part of the point of the cult. People who have never tasted freedom might not understand exploitation, and by the time they are adults, many cannot imagine another way. Thanks for watching, folks. See you soon. Like and subscribe for the sake of freedom.